Have you ever felt like your childhood was a puzzle, filled with pieces that didn't quite make sense? Maybe you faced challenges others didn't, or you often asked yourself, why me? Why was my path so different? You might have grown into a responsible adult, yet those lingering questions remain. What if those challenges weren't random? What if they were divine pieces of a masterful plan, crafted by God to shape you for something extraordinary? The Bible says in Jeremiah 1:5, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." That verse holds a profound truth. God has been working in your life from the very beginning. Today, we'll uncover 5 powerful signs that God was preparing you for a greater purpose. And by the end, you might just see your journey in a whole new light. Let's start with the struggles of your early years. Did it feel like life handed you more challenges than others? Maybe you had to grow up fast, helping with family responsibilities or overcoming difficult situations while your peers seemed to have it easy. Some of you may have faced arguments at home, financial struggles, or even bullying at school. Others might have felt like outsiders, constantly trying to fit in, but never quite belonging. These moments weren't accidents, they were part of God's preparation. Romans 5:3-4 says, "Suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." God uses challenges to shape us, to build resilience and character that prepare us for the future. Take the story of Dr. Maya Angelou. As a child, she experienced poverty, trauma, and displacement. Yet, instead of letting these struggles defeat her, she channeled them into poetry and advocacy. She once said, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated." Her pain became her platform. Your challenges, too, were not meant to break you. They were divine tools, building strength, empathy, and perseverance. But challenges weren't the only signs. Let's talk about another way God may have been guiding you. Through dreams. Think back to your childhood. Did you ever have dreams that felt vivid, meaningful, or even prophetic? Maybe you woke up feeling as though the dream was trying to tell you something. These weren't ordinary dreams. They lingered, as if whispering truths only you could understand. Dreams have always been a divine channel for communication. In Genesis, Joseph's dreams revealed his future and saved nations. And Joel 2:28 promises, "I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your old men will dream dreams, your young men will see visions." Even today, dreams play a powerful role in shaping lives. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous "I Have a Dream" speech wasn't just a call to action. It was a reflection of a vision rooted in divine purpose. Perhaps your dreams were God's way of planting seeds of insight, calling you to something greater. If you've ever dismissed them, now is the time to pay attention. Start keeping a journal by your bed and watch for patterns or recurring themes. What if your dreams are part of God's voice in your life? Speaking of God's voice, it often manifests in ways beyond words, like the light you carry that draws others to you. Have you ever noticed that people or animals in need seem drawn to you? Maybe a stray dog trusted you when no one else could get close, or classmates confided in you about their struggles, knowing you would listen. This wasn't random. The Bible says in Matthew 5:16, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." That light is God's presence within you, quietly radiating peace and comfort. Consider the story of Mother Teresa. She wasn't a wealthy or powerful figure, yet her presence alone brought hope to the suffering. She said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." Your ability to bring calm to chaos is a reflection of God's compassion working through you. Whether it's a comforting word, a quiet presence, or a willingness to help, you've been equipped to bring healing to a hurting world. But with that light often comes a sensitivity to things others might overlook, like dishonesty. Did you notice, even as a child, that dishonesty deeply bothered you? While others might shrug off a lie, did it feel like a violation of something sacred? This sensitivity isn't a flaw. It's a reflection of God's truth in your heart. Psalm 51:6 says, "Surely you desire truth in the inner parts." God values honesty and integrity, and He has placed that same value in you. Think of Mahatma Gandhi, a global advocate for truth. He famously said, "Truth never damages a cause that is just." His unwavering commitment to truth not only shaped a nation but also inspired the world. If dishonesty feels like a heavy burden, it's because God has called you to uphold His standard of truth. Your sensitivity is a reminder to be a light in a world that often embraces falsehoods. And that calling often pairs with another unique trait, your ability to take on responsibility and make things happen. Were you the one people turned to when something needed to be done? Whether it was helping with family chores, organizing school projects, or comforting a friend, you somehow became the person others relied on. This wasn't just coincidence, it was preparation. Luke 16:10 teaches us, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." Those small responsibilities were training for bigger things. Think of Nehemiah, who rebuilt Jerusalem's walls despite overwhelming challenges. His faith and determination turned chaos into restoration. Like Nehemiah, your reliability is a gift, preparing you to lead and create positive change. Your ability to bring order to chaos isn't just a skill, it's a divine calling. God has been equipping you for a life of purpose and leadership. Now let's connect the dots. These 5 signs, your early challenges, meaningful dreams, compassionate presence, sensitivity to dishonesty, and reliability, weren't random. Together, they tell a story of divine preparation. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "In all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Every struggle, every gift, and every moment of your journey has been shaping you for something extraordinary. Take a moment to reflect. Do you see these signs in your own life? Have you recognized God's hand guiding you, even in the moments that felt painful or confusing? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences, a Bible verse, or an affirmation in the comments. Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. And as we close, remember this: you are not alone. You are chosen, loved, and equipped for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. Trust in God's plan and step boldly into the calling He has placed on your life. Thanks for watching.